What's up, it's your boy Gang? Welcome back to another video over here. We're doing Farmer's Fortune. Okay, so what we did is we purchased the field in the last video, and I just leased this harvester here to harvest the field that we purchased. It's not gonna be a big yield, I don't think. I think the crop is essentially what you call that, way past harvest time, which means that the value or the yield size, well, the value of the crop dipped, and the yield size also is way less than it would be because it's probably withered by now. So I'm gonna see if we can actually get anything from the from the field to see if it makes sense. Well, we already rented equipment, so we're gonna have to do it regardless. We're not gonna plant this field until January most likely, or actually, let's take a quick look at that. Yeah, it's probably gonna be March. But we have to prep the field, and we're gonna have to, according to the guys in the council, they said that we're gonna have to buy equipment or lease equipment to sample the soil because it for their benefit of my fields bringing more yield to the area or some crap of the sort. So we're gonna, when we hit that road, we see how that works out. But for now, we're gonna go harvest this field. I don't even know if this tractor can manage this freaking harvester can manage this header. I don't know. We're gonna see. We're gonna find out. Hopefully it can. If it's working correctly, we can see if we can get one of the guys from the town or somebody from the town. See if Hans or Otto, maybe Otto can just have somebody on the field. I don't know. We'll see. And then we go about looking for, looking at the contracts that he has for us. There was one contract I was really keen on testing out. It was the stone harvesting contract, but no, I'm not so sure. Maybe that's not something we should try. And there's our field. Very brown. Lovely color. I'm gonna do the straw swath. See if we can get the straw. It's a turn on. Enable. Lower header. Oh my god, this is slow. This is ridiculous. It does it not give me? Straw is not available for this type. I didn't know that. Now I know. Knowing's half the battle. G.I. Joe. And let's go ahead and let's see how this works out. So we did indeed. Oh boy, that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm sorry, guys, for just pressing buttons. We did indeed get somebody to do the harvesting for us. So they're over there doing their thing. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna check the PDA real quick. See if there are any contracts to do. I don't know how much I don't know how much yield we're gonna get. Let's see if I can just hop on board with this dude real quick. Alright, so we had 400 liters. So we're gonna have a long way to go. Alright, let's get back home through this field. Oh, that's giving me like, oh, motion sickness. Oh, motion sickness. I need to get out of this field. Here we go. Alright, let's check the PDA for whatever contracts are now available. Cultivating, fertilizing, harvesting. That's green beans, red beet. There's 2 red beet ones. But it doesn't make sense. Yeah, I see where that does not make sense. Sunflower. Plowing. Stone picking. This is the one I said I was keen on taking a look at, but I don't think so much anymore. So there really isn't anything that I want to like mess with. That's what cultivating. Oh no, should I do this? Don't know. Let's think about this one. Let's hold off on that. Red beet. Just 2 red beets. same amount of money to lease the equipment on both. Actually, all the harvesting contracts are just, except for that one, is the same cost to lease. Sunflower. Okay. I guess it's the number of equipment. All right, let's go see what our friend is doing. Almost completed one full headland, and it isn't full. The tank, the harvester is not full. Once it's full, I'll probably just take it over, dump it off in that sell point over there. Doesn't make any sense I try keeping this or anything like that. So we'll see once we get to that road. Yeah, we'll see what once we get there. If we're not gonna keep it, we're gonna sell it. And if to you guys that's wrong, think about it. I purchased the field, I paid for the field, so why not sell the crop? It's not like I'm gonna sell the field immediately. I'm just gonna go sell the crop now, make sure the field is good, clean the field up a whole lot, and then we can plant some more next season. And I think I may stick with corn on this one, to be honest. But we'll see. We'll see how I feel. My crazy mind takes me, and I'll probably just do some weird things and not do that or whatever. So yeah. Really, these harvesting things are like ridiculous. Ended up doing the modification to the trailer, taking it from a flatbed to something that can hold grain or goods. That cost me $3,000. We sold 2,000 liters of the corn we harvested for about $1,060, but we did get hit with an environmental fee. So we're gonna have an environmental fee for the load that we sell, or if we sell it like each 2,000, we're gonna have an environmental fee of about 60 something bucks. I don't know who to talk to about that. I asked Hans, and Hans said to me I could talk to the guys in the council in the town. Reached out to one of them, and they said, it was the same thing I was explaining before. I have to do some evaluations on the field, and if I don't do the evaluations, it's going to cost me each time I harvest a crop and not do an evaluation on the field. However, if I do the evaluation, I'll actually get a kickback. Like, not really a kickback, but what's that word I'm looking for? Like a subsidy almost. They're gonna give you a certain amount of money back when you sell your items as an environmental fee. So if you don't do the testing, they charge you for it. If you do the testing, you get back money, which I think that's fair. I think that's a fair way to do it. So the previous person that was helping us with the harvest actually had to leave, so we have somebody new, and I think this person, I think she might end up being the one that does it for the rest of the whole rest of the time, but we'll see. So I'll get this squared away, see how much more crop we can get off of this, and then once we have everything ready to be sold, or everything sold, or once we complete the harvest fully, then I'll bring you back. I'll keep looking and seeing if there's any contracts that we can do, and if we do find a couple, then I'll also take those. Alright, so we completed harvesting the field. I actually did the last bit of it myself. I didn't record it. I didn't think to record it. But we have just over 5,000 liters of just over 5,000 liters. So let's get this sold, see how much it costs. See how much we make from it. And then I can show you the fees that they're talking about, that they're going to be taking. Oh, dude. Oh, man. I'm going to have to repair all of that. Alright, tip side back. Alright, so we had 8,000. And we're going to end with and 5. So 44 was the penalty there. And again, like I said, spoke to the council and they said that we have to do, some testing on the field and all of that kind of stuff. So, yeah. All right, let me see about the harvesting contracts now. I mean, there's a corn harvest here, sunflower, which I think we have the header for already. How big is the field? Ooh. Maybe I take this one. Where is it? I mean, yeah, we could do this one, right? Like, this one is, I mean, all the way over on the other side of the place, but it's doable. All right, let's do this one last contract and then we call it here for this episode. So let's put that out, turn the map on. And where do we take it to? Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's all the way at field 82, right? And then we're going to have to take it back all the way this way to sell it at our place. Is that what that's saying? Hold up, hold up. Yep, that's exactly what that's saying. All right, let's head down here real quick. Oh, man, that's interesting. It shouldn't take too long either. And I'll have you guys stay in this one with me and we can get this thing done real quick. Drive is probably going to be the longest part over there. How far is it for real? I mean, by the time we get onto this first Y here, we hook a left and then we hook another left and then we hook another left. Okay. Ooh. I don't know if anybody has ever drifted a harvester before, but that's how it's done, okay? That is how it's done. I'm gonna get to this plot. I'm gonna do a time lapse on it. I wasn't even gonna break the time lapse until I did that drift. And the only reason I broke it is to let you guys be aware that I was on point in knowing what I was doing there. It wasn't an accident. Wink, wink. Alright, so let's put the time lapse on now. Get this thing harvested, and then I'll see you guys back at the end of the harvest. Let's do this. Boom. Let's back up and get every bit of this thing. Alright, harvest completed on that field down there. I'm gonna sell this thing at our sell point, which means that we will collect we'll be collecting some good chunk of money, I guess. We'll see how that works out. There are a couple more harvests that will use that header and stuff like that, so I'm thinking about taking on those contracts. I also have a fertilizing contract. Let's see if this is actually the place. Yep. Alright, collected a little bit off of the top. Well, fertilizing contract for $3,000 to do. Let's go ahead and collect on this one. As for harvesting contracts, we have this one, which I think I will accept. And then there's another one. Actually, I think those are it. I think I'm just going to do those two. All right, so I'll get these contracts done by the next episode. So I'll end this one here. If you guys did like the video, go ahead, hit the like button, subscribe if you'd like. Also, if you want to become a member, you can. Currently, there's nothing beneficial for being a member except for the fact that you're supporting, YouTuber that's aspiring to use this to assist himself in life. So again, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for your support.